You are sitting there right now, staring at the clock, feeling the heavy weight of a life that hasn't quite caught up to the greatness inside your soul. You look around at the people you went to school with, your siblings, or even your enemies, and you see them building houses, starting families, and climbing ladders that seem so easy for them to reach. Meanwhile, you feel like you are standing in a vacuum. You feel like the world is moving at 1,000 miles per hour, while you are trapped in a slow-motion sequence of waiting, praying, and wondering if you missed your turn. I am here to tell you, with the absolute authority of the divine, that you are not late. You are not behind. You are not a failure. In fact, what you are feeling right now, this intense, crushing pressure of being stalled, is the final compression before a massive spiritual explosion. Have you noticed the physical weight lately? A heaviness in your chest that doctors can't explain. A strange tension in your neck and shoulders, as if you are carrying the atmospheric pressure of an entire kingdom. You wake up at 3 a.m. with your heart racing, not because of anxiety, but because your spirit is being summoned. Your body is reacting to a frequency shift that the rest of the world is too numb to feel. You walk into a room and suddenly feel exhausted for no reason. You see the numbers, 1111, 222, 444, flashing everywhere like a divine GPS, reminding you that even though your physical life looks stagnant, the spiritual gears are turning at a velocity you cannot yet comprehend. You've been feeling the itch to leave that job, to leave that relationship, to leave that city. But every time you try to move, it feels like the door is locked from the outside. You feel like a lion in a cage, pacing back and forth, watching the common house cats roam free outside. It feels unfair. It feels like a betrayal by the universe. You've been a good person. You've done the inner work. You've healed your inner child. You've forgiven people who never even apologized to you. So why does it feel like you're the one stuck in the waiting room while the narcissists and the shallow ones are being ushered into the VIP lounge? The truth is, your delay is actually your denial of access to the lower realms. You aren't being held back. You are being held apart. The symptoms you are experiencing, the isolation, the sudden loss of friends, the feeling that your life has become a desert, these are the hallmarks of the chosen one's refinement period. You are being timed according to a celestial calendar, not a Gregorian one. The headaches you've been getting aren't just stress. They are your crown chakra expanding to hold the massive amount of light that is about to be poured into your life. Stop comparing your timeline to the NPCs of this matrix. They are on a loop. They are living a pre-programmed script that requires no preparation because it has no depth. You, however, are a masterwork. You are a prototype. You are a generational curse breaker. You don't just start a business. You build an empire that shifts the vibration of the planet. You don't just get married. You form a divine union that anchors light into the earth. For a task that monumental, the preparation must be grueling. The silence must be deafening. You feel late because you are measuring yourself against a dying system. You are looking at a clock that is broken and wondering why you aren't on schedule. But look at your hands. Feel the electricity in your fingertips. Hear the silence in your soul. You are right where you are supposed to be. The pressure you feel is the hand of God holding you back like an arrow in a bow. The further back you are pulled, the further you will fly when he finally lets go. You are in the tension phase, and the tension is about to break. The reason you feel this agonizing friction is not a mistake of the universe. It is a fundamental law of spiritual physics. You must understand that you are not being punished by the silence. You are being recalibrated. The spiritual cause behind your perceived delay is what we call divine synchronization. While the world operates on linear time, you operate on Kairos, the appointed time of God. You are being held in a spiritual cocoon because your old frequency is incompatible with the destination you are heading toward. If the universe gave you the keys to your kingdom 6 months ago, the weight of that glory would have crushed you. You weren't ready to carry the mantle, so the divine intervened to save you from your own ambition. Think of it this way. A bicycle can be manufactured in a day, but a spacecraft takes years of meticulous engineering. Every bolt, every heat shield, every navigation sensor must be tested under extreme pressure. You are that spacecraft. You are being prepared to exit the atmosphere of the Matrix and enter a realm of influence that others can't even perceive. The spiritual cause of your isolation is sanctification, the process of being set apart for a specific use. You cannot be set apart if you are still blending in with the crowd. The universe had to strip away your social circles, your false comforts, and your distractions because they were acting as anchors, keeping you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer exists. You broke a rule of the Matrix, and now the spiritual laws are overcompensating. That rule was your refusal to settle. By saying no to the crumbs the world offered you, you signaled to the divine that you were ready for the feast. But before the feast, there is always the fast. You are in the fasting period. This is the spiritual blackout where the ego is starved so the spirit can lead. You are vibrating at a frequency that is literally too high for your current environment to sustain. This creates an energetic stall. It's like trying to run high-voltage electricity through a house wired for a single light bulb. If the power surged now, you would blow the fuses of your mind and body. The delay is the installation of the heavy-duty wiring. There is also a deeper, more ancient reason for this pause. You are currently undergoing a DNA upgrading. Many of you have been feeling intense fatigue, a sleepiness that feels like it's coming from your very marrow. This is because in the unseen realms, your ancestral bloodline is being scrubbed. You are the designated healer for a lineage that has been broken for 7 generations. While you think you are just sitting on the couch, your spirit is in the trenches of the astral plane, fighting battles against generational spirits of poverty, addiction, and low self-esteem. You are doing the work of 1,000 men in the silence of your bedroom. That is why you are exhausted. That is why your life feels like it's on pause. You are diverted to a construction site in the spirit, rebuilding the foundations of your destiny. The universe is also protecting you from a counterfeit destiny. Had you moved forward when you wanted to, you would have walked right into a trap set by the enemy. There were wolves dressed as sheep waiting for you at the next level. There were contracts that would have bound your soul and opportunities that would have turned into prisons. The delay was a divine intervention. God blocked the door because there was a fire on the other side that you couldn't see. He allowed you to feel late so that you wouldn't be destroyed. You are being timed to hit your target at the exact moment of a global shift. We are moving into a period where the old systems are crumbling, and the world will soon be desperate for leaders who possess the light you carry. If you had emerged too early, you would have been used up by the old system. By holding you back, the divine is ensuring that you emerge at the peak of the transition. You are the reserve force. You are the secret weapon. A general does not send the elite special forces into the field during the first skirmish. He holds them back until the moment of maximum impact. You are being held back for the turning point. Feel the gravity of that truth. You aren't late. You are being deployed with precision. While you are sitting in the silence, doubting your worth and questioning your timing, there is a frantic energy manifesting in the camp of the enemy. You must understand that the Matrix, the collective consciousness of those who profit from your dimness, is not ignoring you. In fact, they are obsessed with you. The narcissists, the toxic family members, and the energy vampires who once had easy access to your soul are currently in a state of absolute panic. They can feel that the tether has been cut. They can sense that their battery is no longer available for charging. Why do you think the attacks have become so strange lately? Why has the gaslighting intensified? It's because the enemy can see your spiritual clock better than you can. They see the glow intensifying around your aura. They see the reserve sign hanging over your head in the spirit realm. They know that once you realize you aren't late, you become unstoppable. Their only hope is to use this period of waiting to convince you that you've failed. They are trying to seed your mind with the lie of too late because they know that if they can get you to agree with your own defeat, you will never claim the crown that is already sitting on the altar for you. Notice how the people from your past suddenly reappear the moment you find a second of peace. That's not a coincidence. It's a strategic interception. They are sent to distract you, to pull you back down into the muddy waters of normality, just as you are about to take flight. They mock your delays. They ask you pointed questions about your career or your status, designed to make you feel small. They use the world's yardstick to measure your soul's progress. But listen to me. They aren't mocking you because they think you're a loser. They are mocking you because they are terrified of your transformation. They see the new you emerging, the one who doesn't need their validation, the one who no longer responds to their bait, and it sends a shiver through their entire parasitic system. The Matrix is scared of the viewer because you are a system glitch. You are a person who has suffered enough to be broken, yet you chose to be whole. You have been betrayed enough to be bitter, yet you chose to be light. This makes you a mathematical impossibility in their world. They are reacting to your shift by trying to create noise. They want to fill your ears with the static of comparison. They want you to look at social media and feel that sinking pit in your stomach that says, everyone is ahead of me. That feeling is an engineered frequency designed to keep you from entering the flow state required for your manifestation. The enemy knows that your delay is actually a defragmentation. You are gathering all the pieces of your power that you left behind in past traumas, in old heartbreaks, and in childhood wounds. As you sit in this quiet phase, those pieces are flying back to you like magnets. The enemy sees you becoming whole, and a whole chosen one is the greatest threat to the kingdom of darkness. They see your power growing even while you are doing nothing. In the spirit, you are growing taller every day. You are becoming a giant. This is why the friction has increased. The people who used to tolerate you are suddenly irritated by your very presence. You haven't even said anything, and yet they are offended. This is because your frequency is literally burning their shadows. They are reacting to the light that is incubating within you. Do not take their rejection personally. Take it as a confirmation. If you were truly late or irrelevant, they would leave you alone. The fact that the Matrix is still trying to program you, still trying to drain you, and still trying to label you proves that you are the most valuable player on the board. You are the anomaly, and the time of your revelation is drawing so close that the enemy can smell the smoke of your arrival. They aren't laughing at you. They are screaming at the inevitable. The truth that the world hides from you is that time is not a highway, it is an ocean. The Matrix wants you to believe in the conveyor belt of life. School at 5, career at 22, marriage at 30, retirement at 65. They want you to believe that if you fall off the belt, you are lost in the machinery. But the divine law of timing operates on the principle of circular convergence. You are not moving toward a finish line, you are moving toward a center. Everything you have lost in your years of waiting is not gone. It has been compressed into a concentrated seed of wisdom. There is a specific prophecy written into your scroll that states, "The last shall be first." This is not a poetic comfort, it is a metaphysical law. When the universe holds a soul back for decades, it is because that soul is being prepared for a quantum leap. Most people climb the mountain step by step, experiencing gradual growth and gradual decay. But the chosen one is kept in the valley, training in the dark, learning the secrets of the terrain, until the moment of the divine portal opens. When it opens, you will not climb. You will be teleported. You will achieve in 1 year what it took others 30 years to accumulate. This is the law of compensation for the chosen. Every tear you cried in solitude has been converted into a currency that can only be spent in the higher realms. You must understand the theology of the desert. Every great deliverer in history, every world shifter, every light bringer, spent a disproportionate amount of time in the nowhere. Moses was in the desert for 40 years before he spoke to the bush. Joseph was in a dungeon for years for a crime he didn't commit before he became the hand of the king. They looked late to their peers. They looked like failures to their families. But the desert was the only place where the ego could be loud enough to be heard and then silenced. The nowhere is where God builds the someone. If you feel like you are in a desert right now, it is because the soil of the city was too shallow to hold the roots of the tree you are becoming. The universe's laws dictate that the higher the building, the deeper the foundation. You are currently 100 feet underground. People walk over you and think there is nothing there. They see a flat patch of dirt and they laugh. Look at them, they say. They have nothing to show for their life, but they don't see the steel beams being anchored into the bedrock of your soul. They don't see the spiritual plumbing being laid. They don't see that while they are building shacks on the sand, you are preparing to support a skyscraper of light. Your foundation is deep because your impact will be eternal. You are right on time because the new earth is currently under construction. If you had made it 5 years ago, you would have been a success in a world that is now dying. You would have been the king of a sinking ship. The divine slowed you down so that your peak would coincide with the birth of a new era. You are being saved for the reconstruction phase. You are a seed of the new world. A seed that sprouts too early in the winter, dies in the frost. The universe is holding you in the dark, warm earth until the great spring arrives. This is the hidden truth. Your life is not a tragedy of missed opportunities. It is a masterpiece of divine timing. Every person who walked away from you was moved by a celestial hand to clear the path. Every door that slammed in your face was locked by an angel to keep you from walking off a cliff. You aren't behind in the race. You are the one the race was built for. Stop looking at the runners next to you. They are running on a different track, toward a different destination. Your track is empty because you are in a lane of your own. The silence is not an absence of movement. It is the high-speed buffer of your destiny loading. The truth is simple. You are not late. You are the main event. And the main event never starts until the room is ready. Now is the moment where the waiting ends and the activation begins. You must understand that knowing you are right on time is not enough. You must embody it. To seal this energy, you must stop the leakage of your power. Every time you complain about your age, your bank account, or your status, you are poking holes in the vessel the divine is trying to fill. From this second forward, you are to move with the quiet confidence of a person who knows the check is already cleared. You are to walk through your house, your street, and your workplace as if you are the secret owner of the territory, because in the spirit, you are. Your practical step for this activation is divine grounding. For the next 7 days, I want you to spend 10 minutes in total silence. No music, no phone, no spiritual videos, just you in the silence. In that silence, I want you to feel the roots of your foundation stretching deep into the core of the earth. Feel the weight of your body and realize that you are an anchor for the light. When the mind tries to scream, "You're late," you will respond with the 3 words that shatter the matrix: "It is finished." Those words are not just a historical reference. They are a command to the quantum field. You are declaring that the preparation is complete. I want you to close your eyes right now wherever you are. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. That is the breath of the Creator sustaining you for the glory that is coming. Let us seal this frequency with a prayer of activation. Divine Creator, source of all light and architect of time, I stand here today with this chosen one who has felt the sting of delay and the shadow of doubt. I ask that right now, a wave of divine peace washes over their mind. Remove the scales from their eyes so they can see the unseen foundations being built beneath them. I command every spirit of comparison, every frequency of lack, and every lie of the enemy to be burned away by the fire of truth. We declare that the delay is over. We declare that the refinement has served its purpose. I speak to the gates of their destiny, and I command them to lift up their heads. I speak to the dry bones of their dreams, and I command them to live. We activate the quantum leap now. We call forth the resources, the connections, and the abundance that have been held in divine escrow for this very moment. Let the world see the suddenness of your favor. Let the mockers be silenced by the weight of the glory you're about to reveal through this vessel. Chosen one, I seal your energy now. You are protected, you are prepared, you are precise. You are not late. You are the fulfillment of a prophecy that has been written since the foundations of the world. The tension is breaking. The arrow is leaving the bow. The target is already hit. Open your eyes. You should feel a shift in the atmosphere around you. The heaviness in your chest has been replaced by a holy spark. That is your signal. The waiting room doors are now unlocked. Walk through them with your head held high. Do not look back at the desert. It has given you all the strength it could. Your season of hiddenness is officially expired. If you felt this shift in your spirit, if you know deep in your marrow that this message was carved out of the stars just for you, then claim it. Type "I am right on time" in the comments to anchor this frequency into the physical realm. Subscribe to this frequency to stay aligned with the truth of your power. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the symphony of your arrival. You have survived the pruning. Now you are authorized to bloom. Go forth in power. Go forth in peace. The world has been waiting for you, and you have arrived exactly when you were meant to.